Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On today's episode of Early Years Matters TV, I'm going to be talking about things that you as the parent or guardian need to consider when you're choosing childcare. Yes, today's discussion is going to be all about the things that you as the parent or guardian need to consider when you're choosing childcare. First thing you as the parent or the guardian need to consider when choosing childcare is consider the age of the child. This is really important. With different types of childcare, with the creche, with the preschool, with the play school, with the NINRA in terms of Irish, okay, it means Irish preschool. So you as the parent, you need to decide, okay, you as the parent, you need to consider the age of your child, and then you'll be able to decide what childcare am I going to go for, okay? So am I going to put my child to a preschool? Am I going to put my child into a daycare center? Am I going to consider homeschool childcare? Okay, I did a video in relation to homeschool childcare. Homeschool childcare is also known as child minding. I'm going to leave the link down below. Also check this video out if it's something that you'd be interested in. Okay, you as a parent, you might be thinking that, oh, you want to go for childminder home-based childcare. You could check this video out. Okay, so it's really important in relation to choosing childcare. You need to consider the age of your child. Okay, when you consider the age of your child, then you decide which childcare suits my child's age. Okay, so if your child is 2, okay, so you'll be looking for, like, for instance, you'll be looking for preschool or toddler settings that you want to bring your child into. So it's really important, okay, before going about choosing childcare, it's important that you consider the age of your child. All right. Second thing that you need to consider when choosing childcare is consider the needs of your child. This is really important in relation to child development. You need to consider the need of your child. What does my child need? Okay, does my child needs to interact with other children? Does my child needs to play? Does my child needs to learn to use words? Does my child needs to learn to speak? Does my child needs to learn to write? So this is going to help you. Okay, you consider what does your child need, and this will help you. This will guide you in relation to when you're choosing childcare. So I'm going to advise you today as a parent or guardian, before you choose a childcare for your child, you need to consider the needs of your child. There's no point just looking at it, well, I just want my child to go to a creche, I want my child to go to a daycare center. It's okay. You need to consider what does your child need and which setting will be able to provide or meet your child's needs. It's important. You need to consider the needs of your child, and then you look at it. Which childcare will meet the needs of your child? So do take note of this second tip as well, all right? The third tip is you need to consider your working hours, okay? So if you're a parent that you're working, you need to consider your working hour. For instance, if you're working from 8 to 5, okay, so you'll be looking for a childcare that would open before 8. So you'll be looking for a childcare that open at 7 or half 7 and close at half 5 or 6. So you need to consider your working hours as well, because there's no point, for instance, okay, you work from 8 to 5 and the childcare you could see or somebody told you about is from 9 to 5. You can see that it doesn't suit your need. Okay, so it's really important as a parent, before you go about choosing childcare, sit down, consider your own working hours. Are you working full-time? Are you working part-time? You consider your hours, and this will help you so that when you're looking for childcare, you know, yes, at least I work 9 to 5. Okay, I'm looking for a childcare from 8 to 6 that would accommodate you to leave your child so that you have time before you get to work, and then will accommodate you to coming back to pick your child. So it's really important before choosing childcare, you need to consider your own working hours if you're working. Okay. Next thing you have to consider is your budget. Okay, how much are you willing to spend in relation to childcare? The point, you're not considering your budget and you go about sourcing childcare. You consider your budget. Okay, every week I've €100 for childcare, and this is going to help you. Every week I've $100 for childcare. Every week I've £80 for childcare. Every week I have 10,000 naira for childcare. So this is going to help you. At least you know you have 10,000 naira, you've €100, you've $100, you've £70. So when you're sourcing childcare, you have this at the back of your mind. Okay, you'd go for a childcare that is, okay, 10,000 naira, because this is what you can afford. Because there's no point you have a childcare that is charging 20,000 naira and you can only afford 10,000 naira. You can see that it doesn't suit your budget. Budget is really important in relation to choosing childcare. Okay, so you need to consider your budget. Take notes of this, all right? See, you need to consider when you're choosing childcare is quality services. Okay, you need to consider the services that this childcare they are going to be offering your child. This is really important. You do a feasibility study, you go to the childcare. Let's say, for instance, you have a childcare that, oh yeah, you want to bring your child to. Go around, create a time, a day, observe, look at what they are doing there, look at the way they take care of the children in this place. Okay, this is going to help you to decide if it's something you're going to go for. Ask around as well. Okay, if you have parents that bring their children to the same childcare, talk to them. Go, not just only talking to those parents, go there yourself, go and see things for yourself, because quality is really important in early childhood. The period from birth to 8 is a crucial period in the lives of young children, and things that happen during this age from birth to 8 could either mar or make a child. I'm going to repeat this again. The things that happen between the period from birth to 8 could either mar or make a child. And you as a parent or guardian, your role is to make a child. So in relation to making a child, when you're choosing childcare, you need to consider the childcare that will provide quality services that will meet the overall development of your child in terms of their physical, their intellectual, the language, the emotional, the social, the cultural, and the spiritual aspect of the child. So it's really important when you're choosing childcare, consider going for the childcare that provide quality services or offer quality services. Take note of this as well. All right. The last thing I'm going to say to you in relation to when you're choosing childcare is consider the location. Okay, so for instance, if you're a parent or guardian that you're working, do you want a childcare closer to home, or do you want a childcare closer to your place of work? This is a decision that you as the parent or guardian need to make. Okay, I've seen some parents, they prefer a childcare closer to their place of work so that they drop their children there and then they pick them after work. And sometimes I've also seen parents as well, they prefer a childcare closer to their home. Okay, so they drop their child in the morning, they drive to work, and then when they get home, okay, they pick their child, and then that's it. So you as the parent or guardian, you need to decide whatever works best for you. Do you want to pick a childcare closer to home or a child closer to your place of work? This is a decision you have to make. All right, so thank you so much for taking note of all these tips. And if you want more of this tip on this channel, what do you have to do? Subscribe, and not just subscribing, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified every time I drop a new video. And also on this channel, I have a joint membership. If you're a parent or an expectant mom, I know the journey into motherhood parenting is daunting, so do check my membership out. It's called Early Years Parenting. I'll be able to support you on this journey into parenting and motherhood. Take care and mind yourselves for now. Stay safe and bye.